just wrote the lesson that I had learned. Misty heart, in your heart, I'll be there anywhere you want. Troubles coming on the way, but you can still walk them through. It's only two. The world is waiting for you.
Good morning. It rained again last night. It's so nice when it rains at night. And I found a way around trying to get over myself. I found a little secret hideaway where you and I can have privacy. It's so wonderful. It's still a little dark, and of course, my stupid stick. Oh, there's a bird. There's another bird. Oh, you won't see it. It's too dark. My stupid stick is still being stupid, but that's okay. Look at, I'm taking you through like a real forest still. Oh. And there's like animals here. It's wonderful. Well, good morning. I hope you all are well. Second last day for me here in this beautiful country named Cuba. Oh. So many animals here. It's so crazy that when humans leave a place, there's not that many animals at my resort. When humans leave an area, it's really crazy how animals just repopulate it. Like, duh, but wow, and nature is amazing. My back is still quite sore. As I talked about in the last video, I'm still out of shape. And our discussion about getting in shape and staying in shape is even more profound, because after I came back from that talk, it was like a crazy talk. I think it was like 40 minutes. I was just like 50 minutes or something. I was just so happy to be able to speak freely again. I really have a hard time getting over myself, as it were. Look at this. This is just so wonderful. Just look at this. The beautiful leaves. Look at that. Aren't they just great? And because nobody is maintaining them, they're just everywhere. It's just wonderful. And so, yeah, I find that it was really, really hard to walk. And when I got back to my room, I was like, oh my God, that was a long walk. And now I still feel a little bit, sore. So still very high on my priority is when I get back, is along with my morning pages once I get my eyes back, because I haven't been able to write. I started trying to write a little notes, but my eyes start squinting, and then they start straining, and then my head hurts. And coupled that with the amount of drinks I've been having, which are many. I haven't drank this much since I was probably, I want to say 18. So I know I've been really bad to my body. And even my husband says, oh, the other thing that happens when you drink a lot of alcohol is that your breath is quite gnarly. Sorry, TMI. And wait, there's more. My bowels haven't been solid in probably the whole I've been here, it's going to be tomorrow, it's going to be 14 days. And I would say 12 out of the 14 days, my bowels have been, well, loosey-goosey. Let's go with loosey-goosey. That works for me. So getting healthy is on my agenda and one of the things that Cuba has taught me. And I'm going to tell you today, I just wanted to talk about the things I've learned in Cuba, the things I've experienced in Cuba that I think are cool and noteworthy. And nothing really, I guess, thorny in way that I normally talk about, because I think like it's not necessary to be thorny every single time that we talk. Ooh, I don't know if this will work, but look. Is that not gorgeous? Tell me that's not gorgeous. Like God, the universe, whoever the painter of this phenomenal thing called life is just amazing. Wouldn't you agree? Would you not agree? Oh, I should check that this is recording, and it is. This is just nothing short of miraculous. So I wanted to discuss with you, I don't want to compete with the artist's art, but while you are enjoying this beauty, and hopefully you can hear me, over the beauty of the noise and the beauty of the view, I've been really thinking, even though it's been very difficult to think here, and I don't know if it's the combination of the beauty and the wind, and you know, nature is on the one hand so beautiful, but on the other so distracting. I mean, I'm so distracted at home by the way that the snow falls and lands on the trees. But I'm so distracted here by the waves, by the sun, by the sand, by the shells, by the little shrubbery that grows in the sand. And I'm always like, wow, wow. And I can't, it's almost like watching a movie distracting, but much healthier, if you know what I mean. So one thing that I've learned is that while here and maintaining my old diet, I've learned that I need to go back on a more strict regime of food intake. I've learned that I like humans and I love interacting with good humans. And I've learned that I'm starting to find a better balance of finding humans that I can identify as people that work from my style of belief systems and understanding of the world. And I'm getting much better at that than I used to be. And I wonder if that's not maturity. Let's just see together how this looks. Oh my gosh. It's so windy. It's so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Lord, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've got to come off here because I'd like to find a spot. Danger! I've got to be able to sit somewhere. Oh, these are so cute. Look at this. See, this is so distracting. I know. Look at this. Here's our neighbor. He was there last night. The good thing about that is it probably doesn't It probably doesn't move as much when you don't have people walking here, and I don't think there's very many people walking here. So I just wanted to tell you some things that I observed in Cuba, things that I've experienced that I think are noteworthy. And I just want to share them with you. I know they're not, political or, maybe thought provoking. This isn't that kind of video. It's more of a sharing, letting you know how I've experienced my 14 days in a communist country that is still very much untouched in many ways. And because a lot of people don't come here, not like Hawaii or Dominican Republic or, Bahamas, those countries are very commercialized, very penetrated by our very commercialized society. Cuba is very much still behind in that demoralization, although not. It is in many ways because they still don't have as much money and access to money as we do. But I have made a very clear observation. And the observation is that, well, they have the cell phones. And many of them are locked and loaded in those cell phones. And that's the sad part, because people my age, which is older, have learned to not really, be that distracted, although more distracted than ever I've seen. But kids, we've talked to a lot of the locals because we try to make friends with the locals. Kids, their kids are locked and loaded. They're locked and loaded, my friends. And that really is sad, because it makes you quite aware that it's a weapon that is worldwide. Even in the more impoverished areas, even in the untouched, more untouched than in some places. I wonder if I can find a spot that's not too wet. Oh, by the way, this is what I'm wearing. What do you think? I dressed up for you this morning. I think it's inappropriate if I were to wear a bikini. What do you think? Let's see. So see this little spot? It's a graveyard of sorts. It's a graveyard of chairs. Let's see if I can it's a little wet. That's okay. My bum will be wet. That's okay. So, what have I observed here in Cuba that I'd like to share with you? Well, first, that if we are not going to wake up and acknowledge that the black mirrors, being television, laptops, iPads, any kind of pads, phones, any kind of phones, if we don't wake up and realize that that is the new world order, and that is the entry to the Matrix. If you've ever watched the movie The Matrix, they are in a program. They are connected to the computer. We are not yet maybe connected to the computer, but we are certainly doing everything possible right now, in my humble opinion, when I look around, to get connected. We're not physically yet plugged in, but we are emotionally and psychologically already hooked up. And it extends all the way to parts of the world like Cuba. And I would imagine that if I traveled in other places, and this wonderful woman that I met having a coffee a couple of mornings ago, she's already gone, which is sad because I didn't get her number. She's married. She was a lady from Quebec married to a man from India. They've been married 20 some odd years. She showed me a picture of the two of them. First of all, she was a stunning woman, and she had a stunning husband. Like, they were like a Bollywood picture, which is just, it was beautiful. But she was telling me that going to India, because I told her one of my like dreams, maybe if I have 200,000 subscribers, I would be able to pay to go to India. That would be my dream, to go to India. And actually I would like wear traditional, like I would wear a traditional lehenga. Maybe I'd like spice it up a little bit, but I would wear traditional lehengas. Like, that would be my dream, to be able to wear lehengas. I'm like, squirrel, where did I go? But she was saying that in India, same thing. Like, even if you go to villages, it's people speak English. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying this world order is spreading to the most furthest reaches of the world, and it's not stopping because we're not stopping. We all want the best clothes, we all want the best shoes, we all want the best iPhones. That part of our nature has been exploited. That we monkey see, monkey do. I do something, you want it. Remember, we talked about violence. It's part of violence when you covet something somebody has. I'm at fault too for doing it. But I feel like if we don't start talking about it, we won't understand ourselves. And if we don't understand ourselves, we'll fall into the traps, the very traps that are designed to exploit our humanity. And we will enter into the matrix at some point, like our children's children, or our children, depending how fast it goes. We won't be able to stop it. There's no going to be a way to stopping it unless we start discussing what our problem is. Like, I was talking to our girlfriends. I'm gonna call them Venezuelan 2.0, because I don't want to use people's real names. And we were talking to them, and we were saying how The Man in the Mirror, Michael Jackson's song The Man in the Mirror, is one of the most profound songs. I mean, Michael Jackson had a few profound songs, let's face it, y'all. But The Man in the Mirror is a very profound song. Very profound song. And I would argue that we're not even ready to understand that song. That song is about understanding ourselves before we point at others. And for me, I would say I'm trying to do that. Through talking to you, I'm actually trying to work out how I'm contributing to the problem. Yes, I'm telling you about how we as a society are contributing to the problem. But primarily how I'm contributing to be unhealthy, how I'm contributing to add to this matrix, how I'm contributing as being used as a mechanism to bring the world order, meaning the complete enslavement of human nature by participating. So I'm the first one to have to be looking at myself. And so me and the girls were like, it's so profound that we don't want to look at ourselves first. We're scared, in fact. We're scared to look at our deficiencies because somehow it's going to make us lesser than the next guy. And I was thinking something, and this leads me to my humanity and how I can be used very easily. I'm gonna see if I can set this up a little bit different. My chair is gonna be, I'm gonna set up my chair a little differently so you guys can see a better, like a little bit better. How's that? Oh yeah, and then I can like lean this and I don't have to hold it. It's a much nicer view for you. So I was on the beach, and my friends, for the first time in my life, see this little turquoise bracelet. I'm Diamond Club. And what that means, not very much, to be perfectly honest. When you're in Cuba, Diamond Club doesn't mean very much. Like if I was in Hawaii, Diamond Club would probably be very, very haves and have-nots, really. I mean, there's two things that it means primarily. That you have like a side of the beach that's more exclusive to only Diamond Club members. And all that means, again, is that it's less populated. And I love that because I come here for the beach. I don't come here for the pools. I just come here for the beach. I don't come here for the beds, although my bed is, oh my God, the Royalton's beds are, I want to get a bed. I want a bed like that at home. So just to tell you, I've never had such a good bed. So beds are good, but they're good everywhere. All of the houses have good beds. So this beach exclusivity and having breakfast on the beach. These are the two main things. Everything else is okay. Oh, there was someone that just came by. I don't know if it's like a tourist or if it's like a worker. But they didn't bother me. See? Whew. Sorry. Squirrel. And back to my stupid humanity. Okay, this is my stupid humanity. I'm putting it out there. I thought of it and I was so annoyed with myself because I was like, wait a minute, you're an asshole. Okay, wait, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I was an asshole. So when you come down to the beach, Luis, one of our like great beach providers, he cleans the seaweeds every morning, if there are any, because it's not every morning. He runs and right away clears your chair. And he is the one that checks if you have a Diamond Club bracelet, the little turquoise one. Yesterday, I see a woman, and she is not a Diamond Club member, but she's going on our side of the beach, our side of the beach. Can you like believe my words? This is what I'm talking about. And I see her setting up on the Diamond Club side. And there's maybe 8 couples, I mean. The other side is packed. Packed. Not like in Brazil or in Italy, but packed Cuba style. And here I go. My brain starts going, when is Louise gonna catch her? When is Louise gonna tell her, sorry, you don't have the bracelet, you can't be here? I was like, wait 1 minute. It took me a moment to realize what I was doing. To make it plain, I was being an asshole. I was not being human first. I was being an asshole. I was trying to be better than someone else. For what reason? I ask you, for what reason? It's because we have been taught that that's what we should be doing. But those are the micro beginnings of war, really. Because your dominance over the idea that you deserve more of something than someone else, when someone simply just found a chair that was empty, because it was empty. Our side is much more empty than the other side. But the fact that I wanted to be exclusive, and the fact that I feel I paid for it, that she should not be on that side of the beach. That, my friends, is a lesson in you're an asshole. Look in the mirror and be able to really take stock of what you do. Because I would say that most of us do not like to take stock of what we are. We are assholes if we're not careful. We're not all assholes all the time, but we're not willing to look and assess ourselves when we are. We make excuses. We make excuses for ourselves. Admit it. And the moment we start looking in the mirror is the moment that the world starts changing. And that is my argument. And that's what me and the girls were talking about. And we were just saying, you know, if we do not start looking at the man in the mirror and being ruthlessly honest with ourselves and realizing, I felt like I got slapped yesterday when I realized, and I didn't even admit this to my husband. I didn't even admit this to my husband. Because then my husband's like, well, you know, maybe we should tell Luis so he doesn't get in trouble. I go, no. When I came to this resort right beside the Royalton, they tried to take me off the beach, and I wasn't even on any of their little, those little covers. I was just on one of their chairs. And then, I refused to move only because there was no separation in the beach. But the next day there was. Next day there was a separation with a sign. And if I can find the picture, I will show you. It was many years ago, but still, I look a little different, but whatever. So that's what I learned. I learned that I contribute being an asshole, and I contribute separating us based on finances. And that's one of the things, the haves and the have-nots. If we each were able to humble ourselves and look in the mirror, I would argue that we would have a much safer and better place than we do today. That's what I learned on the beach yesterday. The other thing that I learned in Cuba is that the people here are some of the best people that I've ever met. Really, honestly. And also I started learning that the people that visit Cuba are definitely more my people. I have a bigger chance of finding someone I have something in common with in Cuba on a Cuba vacation than I did when I went like to Bahamas, or when I go to other places that are hot, which I've stopped going to because I didn't like it. What was some of the other things that happened in these last 13 days? Because today we're on day 13. Well, I realize that I miss snow, and it's only been 2 weeks. But I've also realized that the vitamin D injection that I got into my body has countered the ill effects of my diet. And I don't have any, like, I don't sweat. Like, I don't sweat stinky. Salt has been tremendous for my body. It's just been so tremendous for my body. I feel that, I don't know if you can see my skin, but my skin looks like it's solid. I don't look like a cheetah. So what I think has happened, and I will keep you all posted, is that I think I've healed being on the carnivore diet for a year, a little over a year, because now we're in, I'm in April. I'm at the end of April. I don't know when you'll see the video, but I'm at the end of April. May is literally 3 or 4 days away. But I was very curious because I had all these patches from my skin and I couldn't tan them. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture and if I can put it up so I could show you. I looked like I have a skin sickness. I think it's gone for the most part. Like you can't see it. I don't think you can. And I mean, I'm sporting this beautiful dress that I bought for $4. So I am with no creams, and I think I had three times I was prescribed creams, different creams, and I could not get my skin to heal. With no creams and a year of carnivore diet, I think, because my husband was very nervous about me tanning, I think I've healed my skin. So that's another thing that came out of the last 13 days. I also have realized that I do need to try to start my side hustle business of selling classy clothes. And even if they're used, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to source them used. I look around and I'll see if I can't still get footage of it because I really don't carry my phone. I only come out at 6:30 in the morning, do my video with you guys if I have something to talk about, or if I have battery, because I of course didn't have my husband's suitcase didn't come for the first 3 days of our vacation, so I couldn't, because I didn't have a way to charge my phone. I didn't have the charger, and I didn't have the not transistor, but the thing that you switch the electricity, because it's different electricity in Cuba. And I've realized that I really need to participate in helping young people get dressed, and even like some older people, because, and I'm not saying I have great style, but I need to bring class back into the wardrobe, because yesterday I was watching some young people, and y'all, if you're young and your ass is hanging out, or your crack is hanging above your pants, or your boobs are spilling over, or you're just not classy, taking care of oneself and respecting what oneself looks like is, I would argue, the beginning or the start of respecting yourself and others as a result around you. Class has a place in your life, and I need to feel that I am doing something to help people understand that. So I feel that here in Cuba, that was confirmed to me. So I learned that. I also learned that after my glasses were stolen, and only my glasses were stolen. Oh, and the clips. So, first thing I learned, before I come to a country that is in need, I will be bringing things to give away that they need. So if you ever go to Cuba, please buy, even if they're not the expensive ones, buy the clips for the towels and give them away to Cubans. And I'm not saying a Cuban stole my glasses or a Cuban stole my clips, but I also don't see, and I've spoken to some people, one, being an investigator, who I just enjoy so much. I enjoyed finding that connection so much. We had such great talks. And when someone is in need, what's happening is I learned that I was part of the problem to getting my stuff taken. So two things I learned in this situation. One, I learned that like my grandmother used to tell me, I created a situation and I opened the door to let the devil in. So I left the door open for the devil to walk through. And it just so happens that a little devil found the cracked door open and they walked through it. I created an opportunity and the opportunist took the opportunity that I created. That's me. That's on me. And the other thing that I learned, twofold, which is always a great thing when you can learn something from your mistakes, is that I wasn't going to allow that one situation that I was part of creating to take over and be a centerpiece of this. Of course, maybe not this, but also this, but this. And the sunrise, and the tan, vitamin D, and the people that I met, the people I interacted with, they were just so well worth everything that happened that was maybe negative. So I made a conscious realization and effort to let it go. Okay, it's gonna cost me a few more $100, that is true. But what did I learn? I learned quite a lot from that. First of all, I'm really blind without my glasses. And second of all, somebody really liked my glasses. And if someone is going to love the glasses the way I did, and I did, I loved those glasses. They were my favorite glasses, And not to mention, I had so many compliments. And that's an ego thing. It's an ego thing that I liked those glasses because of what they garnered. They garnered a lot of people noticing them, and by which noticing me. And don't we all want to be noticed? Oh yeah, we do. And if you don't want to admit that to yourself, that's fine too, but it's a process of looking in the mirror and realizing that you are your own worst enemy. And you create your own situations a lot of the times, and not all of the time. When someone gets violated in a really a situation where there's war and you're being violated, you don't create those situations. But I would argue that a large majority of the times you do. You are part of what happened. Your choice to stay a little longer, your choice to drink a little bit more, your choice to leave your glasses on the beach when you had too much to drink and you wanted to go take a nap. Yeah. A lot of the times you can look at what choice could I have made that this would have been lessened or altogether avoided. That's what I learned. What else did I learn? I learned that sometimes when things happen, like for example, this beautiful hat that I'm sporting is my husband's hat. Doesn't it look good? I thought I'd wear it twice because when I was checking to see if everything went okay with the video, because I've had things, all sorts of weird things happen to my video, I showed my husband what the video looked like. And I don't do that very often because I don't like him looking at my stuff because I'm still very shy. If I had 200,000 subscribers, I think I'd be less shy. And again, isn't that an ego thing? Like, and I said that to my husband, and then I thought, oh, that's an ego thing. Because see, I would feel more confident because like I'm making some sort of headway. But because I have 9 subscribers, or I think I have 9 subscribers, because I haven't seen my computer in 2 weeks, but I still think I have like 9 subscribers. And by the way, this is a very good segue. If you have not subscribed and you've made it this far in the video, please, 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 please. I'm not begging, but I'm asking politely. Please, it doesn't cost you anything to click that subscribe. And if the thumbs up isn't pressed yet, jolly geez, it doesn't cost you anything. And it really does help. Squirrel, that was total side squirrel there. This hat, I had bought my husband the exact same style hat, except it was brown. It looked more like straw, the color of straw. Well, we went for a beautiful ride in a taxi to meet up with some friends that we met here. And I will show you this beautiful, take a look at this beautiful taxi. Only in Cuba can you have a ride with this beautiful taxi. So enjoy that. Isn't it beautiful? It's gorgeous. And because I'm recording, because I have the device that we record on, I said to my husband, because he wanted for me to sit in the back, and I'm like, I'm not getting my hair blown to oblivion. No, thank you. Because in Cuba, take a look. It's when you see the taxi, you see there's no air conditioning here. And so I said to my husband, no, you're going to go sit in the back. I'm going to sit in the front. My husband's hat came right off of his head. And then, this is what we were doing. Now this is us looking for the hat. Well, obviously, the driver and my husband, because I was videotaping, recording us looking for it on the side of the highway. So it was really quite funny. But what I thought was great, and it goes back to how Cubans are just so helpful and so wonderful. This man stopped the taxi, turned around, and we started looking up and down the highway for my husband's $3.99 hat. Although it looked like this, I, of course, got it secondhand, thrifted, and it was really cute. It had this I don't know if I'm gonna have any pictures to show up, but anyways, it had this cute little very tropical print on here. But guess what? This hat, I would not wear the other hat because it doesn't accentuate things that I like. Oh, somebody's coming. Maybe not. I just heard a truck, that's all. But this hat we bought, and if you think about it, we gave a little bit more to the Cuban people, and he looks so good in this hat. Way better than the other one because he's so dark and he's got this hat. He looks like Cuban or like a Mexican. He just looks so good because he's 3 times darker than me. There's no way I'll ever catch up. It's like our other friends. Other friends, oh my God, they were hilarious. I thought that they were just starting on their tan, and then they made us like we were in stitches because they're like, what? No, we went to 10 sessions before we came here, and we were just buckled because it was so funny because they were making fun of themselves. So you know who you are. We love you, by the way. You were such awesome human beings. And and send the picture, darn it, because we have a huge group picture and I'd love to throw it up, but I won't because of privacy. But it's like, I think there was like 12 of us in the group. Like I have to count. So please, honey, send it. I'm not using your name because I don't want to disclose things that I didn't ask if I could. But what did we learn? We went into a taxi that was 1929. My husband brought up his dad because his dad, first of all, loved this style hats. This is just so crazy. And I don't know if it means anything. Loved this style hat. And the taxi was from 1929. And my husband said to the taxi driver, who was dressed like a 1929 guy, like his shoes, his I don't know what it's called, his hat, everything was 1929. It was wild. And my husband's first reaction was, my dad wanted the hat. And I believe it. Is that weird? Maybe it's weird. Maybe it is weird. Let me see if I can't sit on another area. My butt's already wet, so why not? Oh, here's another one. Come into this little area here. This is these are all chairs and stuff. Let me see if I can't go in the sun a little bit. Oh yeah, see that? That's lovely. Woo! Oh, these chairs are unstable. Oh, I can see why they've been discontinued, as it were. So that's what I learned. I learned that we need to let things go, and especially items. Items can be replaced. People cannot. So we brought my husband's dad on this trip. My cousin comes with me all the time because I have several pieces of clothes that are hers that I wear. And I've had compliments on her clothes, and they were hers. So I feel like I brought her somehow on this trip. What else did I learn? I'm trying to think of all of the things that I've learned. I have learned a lot of letting go on this trip. And I've had a few confirmations where people have confirmed to me that I'm on the right track. You know, okay, what do I mean by that? You know, when you decide to do something and you're not sure of yourself because, well, you second guess yourself, you don't think you're good enough, you don't think you're smart enough, you don't think you're gonna make it. And then someone comes along and affirms you without knowing, and this is the most important, without knowing that they're affirming you. And that has happened to me on this trip. And also, the other thing that I have done, which I told you I don't do, is the people that I've met on this trip. Not everyone, but like I said, there was probably, I'd have to count them, but let's just say 12 people that I trusted enough and felt comfortable enough to let them know that I'm doing this, that I have a YouTube station. And let me tell you, I've seen, just yesterday, I saw someone walking on the beach talking to the camera, but otherwise, I've been the only one. Like, people in Canada really don't do what I'm doing. Like, in the States, they do it. Yes, there is starting to pick up, like Canadians are starting to do it, and there are Canadian people that are doing it, but there aren't really a huge amount of people that do what I'm doing. And so I feel kind of nervous and self-conscious about it. But I've had some affirmations on this trip to give me the confidence that I'm doing the right thing for me, and that I have the, what would be the word? I have what would be the word? I have the personality, or maybe the skill set, or maybe the potential. That's the best word. The potential to be able to do what I'm doing, and that it's a right fit, because I still don't have the right skills yet. I'm still learning. I have so much to improve on. But I'm on the right track if I persevere, if I don't give up, and if I continue to learn. So that's just some of the things that I've learned on this trip. This trip has been profoundly amazing. Oh, and I miss my granddaughter so much. And I miss my family. And I love that. I love that I miss the people I love, because it reminds me that I have them, and that I love them, and that I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see my granddaughter. We just did like videos yesterday. Like, we sent her videos of us, and she sent us, my daughter sent me videos of her talking about us. I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to God that I have a very good family, and that I had children. And no matter how many times we butt heads, I miss them. And that's what I learned while being here 2 weeks and being in this beautiful, profoundly beautiful land. And I'm just so grateful for so many things. Primarily that I have health, that I have people that I love, and that when I am somewhere in a completely new place, I'm able to find people that I also fall in love with. I'm sure there's more, but I'm really, really looking forward to being able to get back into my life, to start my diet. I'm starting a garden. I'm building a garden. I'm finishing my coop. I'm gonna see my granddaughter. I'm gonna see my daughter. I'm gonna see my son. My other daughter is traveling because she's a world traveler. But we talk a lot on the FaceTime thing. But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for my life. And I'm grateful that I can learn to be a better human. And I'm grateful that I have 9 people subscribed and watching me. And that's what I learned so far in 13 days. Gratitude is a very profound teacher. Like death. I've told you that death is one of the most profound teachers. Anyway, I think that maybe it is time to leave the graveyard. Tomorrow, I want to take you to the market one last time. And I'm going to show you this really great place. It's an acoustic place. It's a place where when you stand in the center of the building, you echo. So I'm really excited about taking you there. And of course, I'm gonna have to get over myself because, well, as it were, it's booth in the middle of the market. So I'm practicing again, getting over myself. It really is hard to get over yourself, truly, because you stand in your own way. So how do you get over that, right? Like, you carry yourself everywhere. If you're not on vacation, I hope that you are able to make space in your mind, even if you are in the throes of your life, even if you are, stuck in doing things you don't want to be doing. Make a tea. Sit quietly on a couch. Create space in your mind. Because it's not necessarily about being away in a beautiful place like this. This is distracting as well. It's a different kind of distraction, but let me tell you, it's still a distraction. Look at how beautiful this is. How can you concentrate when you're like, like, that's me every day. And I'm on the beach, and it's the same beach, but it's different every single day. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's abandoned, but it's gorgeous. It's stunning gorgeous. So, like and subscribe. Reflect. Look at the man in the mirror. And tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me, look at that. It's dying, but it's beautiful. We are all beautiful, but we are all our own biggest hurdles. So tomorrow, I'm going to be trying to remove myself from my ego, and we're going to be going to the market, and it's going to be the final day of my trip to this gorgeous place, Cuba. If you ever have the desire to go to a almost untouched place still, this is the place you might want to visit. I guess until then, my friends, take care, and we'll see you soon. Mwah.